UNFPA is the United Nations Sexual and Reproductive Health Agency. We stand for the right of every woman and girl, and especially a 10-year-old girl, to benefit during this Sustainable Development Goals era from full equality. And that includes agency over her own body, her ability not to be a victim of her fertility or of sexual assault or something like that, but her ability to achieve her full potential as a human being. UNFPA has 3 zeros, and we're very serious about getting to 0 by the end of the year 2030. Any woman who wants contraception should be able to receive it, to be able to access it on her terms. That's the first 0 unmet need for contraception. Secondly, every day, 832 women die from pregnancy and related complications. We can put an end to that. The trend lines are down, but by the end of the SDG era, there should be no preventable maternal deaths occurring. And this will also help to alleviate things like fistula, which can be very debilitating for a woman over the course of her lifetime. We also know that this will help us to end poverty because women belong in the economy, in politics, as mayor of their town, whatever it's going to be. Our last 0 we're also equally serious about, and it fits with the Secretary General's exhortation to 0 tolerance for sexual and gender-based violence. Today is February 6th is the International Day to end female genital mutilation. Ending SGBV means ending harmful practices like child marriage and like female genital mutilation. And all of these 3 zeros, contraception on demand, being sure that maternal mortality comes to an end where it's preventable, and certainly an end to sexual and gender-based violence, we need data, we need census, we need demographic and health survey. We need to be able to have confidence in evidence, which leads to action. So this is, in sum, the mandate of UNFPA. Excited to be in Copenhagen because Denmark has been such a great partner on the agenda for full equality for women and girls. I'm here to speak with government and had very productive meetings with parliamentarians, with civil society here, which is doing so much in the humanitarian space, to be sure that the needs of women and girls are prioritized, just like food, just like shelter. A woman who's menstruating needs her dignity. A woman should not die giving birth in a humanitarian setting. This is something that's part and parcel of our partnership with Denmark. And I had a very exciting moment with young Danish school children, very revealing. Copenhagen is one of our biggest hubs because UNFPA is the leading provider of contraception in the donated space. So right here in Copenhagen, UNFPA supplies, thrives for the purpose of being able to distribute, pay attention to logistics, getting to that last mile, whether it's a condom, whether it's an injectable, an IUD, whatever it is that a woman wants, pills, we're there to provide it in the manner that she wants. We also build a lot of our dignity kits for humanitarian settings right here in Copenhagen. So I'm here to work with the team, to see how things are going, and to lend an ear to what is going to advance and accelerate this proposition during our 50th anniversary year this year. In a word, yes, I do. And this is where leadership makes a difference. I'm very proud to serve under the leadership of Secretary General Antonio Guterres, who is a strategist who is helping to cohere the United Nations in the world, because the UN doesn't do the Sustainable Development Goals on our own. So positioning the multilateral system to be able to respond on time, future cast, look around the corner and ahead of the curve is part of our success. I believe in the Sustainable Development Goals because this is the largest generation of young people ever. I just call them the SDG generation. I'm proud to work with our youth envoy and with all of the other sister agencies in the UN towards that process. But I've seen where it makes a difference on the ground, where I served in Tanzania, in every part of Latin America, Asia, Africa, where we serve. I've been with Rohingya people in the camps, and I can see how connecting all of those dots, which is what the SDGs are all about, that's what's going to give people prosperity. That's what's going to allow us to share the wealth of the earth together. That's what's going to help us to structure the world so that human dignity and full equality becomes a reality. So more than optimistic, I'm really willing to work towards this, and I'm inspired every day by what my team is doing at UNFPA to make those SDGs come to life.